Hey guys! All right, if you can believe it, I have another box opening. I haven't opened it yet. I just flipped over the flap so the address wouldn't show. But I'm going to go ahead and cut open the other side. All right, so this, and I'm going to leave this a little bit of a surprise who this actually is. And I have a whole story to tell about this as well. So, okay. All right, let's go ahead and open it. Aww. All right, little 3-month size hoodie, little sweater. Don't know if you can see that. Pretty cute. All right, this is a no frills box opening. Okay, here comes the baby. Okay, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's heavy. All right, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take a look. We'll take a look at the goodies here. Little monkey. Oh, little headband. Oh, I don't think she included the COA or anything, but that's okay. Oh, little tank top. It says baby on it. Oh, interesting. I am not sure why her belly, this is a very small belly plate. I'm not sure. It looks like it might have been cut. And then here is her hair bow. Another hair bow. And a little pacifier clip. All right, guys, go ahead and move this box out of the way. I don't know if you can see this. If I put her down, I think you can see her. I'm just going to scoot her up just a little bit. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know if I can reveal this slowly. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a little bit of hair or something. I apologize, guys. I am a little bit of a germaphobe. So, and I will just say, this is the first baby that I have purchased secondhand ever. I know it sounds unbelievable with all the babies that I have, but I have really bought all my babies direct from the artist, or I made them myself. So this is actually a partial silicone baby. Oh my gosh, there she is. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, she's got, oh my gosh, a little something on her nose. I am probably gonna clean her up a little bit at some point. But wow, there she is. This is actually an older silicone baby. I'm gonna hold her up to the camera so you guys can see her. Say hi. This is Maylee, Silicone Maylee by Tasha Edenholm. She is a cloth body partial silicone. And uh-oh, my camera is shifting. My apologies. I really need to get a better tripod, guys. I apologize. I actually purchased her from a seller on Dolphin. And okay, so here's the story. I was actually really, I was a little bit worried when I purchased her, and I'm very, very relieved that she made it home safely. And I'll have to go through a more closer examination of her. I'm gonna have to clean her up as well. Gosh, she's all these little hairs and stuff. That's the one thing with silicones, they do tend to catch hair and that sort of thing. So a little harder to keep clean, but yeah. So Maylee is one of 10 silicone babies in her edition. And she is actually, I think, #1, I believe, the artist proof. Oh my gosh, she is a very cute one. Hi there. She's super heavy, my gosh. And I can take a look at her body here. Oh, yep, she's just got a cloth body. We're gonna need to get you a diaper. Now I'm gonna want to take a look at the back of her head too, so the seller who sold her to me had mentioned that she had a little bit of thinning hair in the back. So, okay, it's not too bad. Oh, interesting. Her hair is actually kind of glued on, not really very easy to style per se. Huh, I'm kind of surprised. The mohair is, and I don't know if mohair maybe back then, back when she was made, just wasn't as soft as the mohair that's available today, but I can definitely tell you that this mohair is not as soft and nice as like the Slumberland mohair I've been using on my dolls that I'm reborning. But oh my gosh, she is so cute. Oh, hi there. You're so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's a cutie. She's really cute, you guys. Okay, and okay, so let me tell you a little bit more about the story. So I purchased her from Dolphin. So the seller had posted her in the Silicone for Sale section, and this might be just a little tip to everybody in terms of when you're posting a baby. As a buyer, I personally don't really enjoy reading the posts where the seller kind of goes into tons of detail about kind of why they need the money and things like that. It's somewhat irrelevant to me because, you know, whatever your reason for selling the baby is totally your reason, and totally fine. Like, it's not something that, you know, I personally, you know, need to know. So that's kind of my opinion on that. But she kind of went into this whole thing on her post about how, like, her sister's like ex's family or something, like ex-boyfriend, I think, and family, like, choked her, held her down, then they like kidnapped her baby and took the baby away, and now she needs the money quickly to help her sister like hire an attorney. And and so there's this whole story that went along with it, and when I saw that, I thought, is this a scam? Like, is this for real? And then she basically said this baby would be $300. I'll go ahead and just share the price because she was such a bargain. She'd be $300 if the purchase was made on Wednesday, and then she would be $600 if if purchased after one day. And so I thought, oh my gosh, $300 for a silicone, even an older silicone, and she is actually definitely not the EcoFlex. This is a very firm dragon skin silicone that I've heard a lot about, and feels really durable. Definitely doesn't feel, it feels very different than my Isla and Aria and my Millie. Like, their silicone is a lot softer. Millie's silicone is EcoFlex 30, and then Aria and Isla's silicone is EcoFlex 20. So the two of them are kind of really my squishiest, softest silicone babies. And then Millie is EcoFlex 30. She is a little bit more firm, but still softer than little Miss Maylee here. And I am not yet sure if I'm going to keep her name Maylee or if I want to change her name to something else. But okay, so let me continue my story. So it's kind of an interesting one. So I I contacted her through Dolphin, sent her my email address, asked her if she could send a safety picture, because I noticed that she was not a frequent poster on Dolphin, had only maybe had 20 or 30 posts ever, and not very frequent or recent posts either. And then also she, and then also that, in addition to that, she had no feedback on Dolphin, so she had never done any transactions. I'm also pretty new on Dolphin in terms of doing transactions, so I only have 3 positive transactions as a buyer. I purchased the 2, my Connor and Evelyn from Joe Mama 5, based in the UK, and then I also purchased some paints. So I don't have a lot of feedback either, so I didn't necessarily see that as a bad thing, but definitely made me a little bit more wary. Go ahead and button you back up for now. And so what I ended up, so anyway, she sent me a safety picture which if you don't know what that is basically a picture of the doll holding a piece of paper that says the seller's name. And ideally it should actually also say the seller's date, sorry, the date as well as the name. But she only sent it of the baby holding a picture of her name, which was okay with me. She probably just took it on like a different date, and but that at least gives you the assurance that the seller actually does have the baby in their possession versus using somebody else's picture. And there are a lot of scammers out there. You have to be so careful when you're buying. There are a lot who will steal another artist's picture or another collector's picture that they posted of their baby that they own, and then try to sell it and then collect the money and then run. So you just have to be really careful. I'm generally not, and I think it's because I am a little bit of a germaphobe, but I'm generally not a big, a person who really enjoys purchasing things purchasing things secondhand. I know it's kind of a weird thing of mine, but I'm going to give this girl a good cleaning. I probably won't catch that on camera because I'm probably going to go to the kitchen. I don't have a tripod to be able to catch that, but I'll probably clean her up, and then at some point, it looks like this angle is working okay. I might bring her back and do an outfit change with her, maybe change Madeline's outfit as well, and I want to kind of show you her in her cute little yellow romper. Actually, shoot, you guys saw her already in that, so I might change her into something else. But okay, so back to this. So she sends me the safety picture, and we discuss, okay, how to arrange the payment. She basically said, oh, can you pay me Walmart to Walmart? And I said, well, I don't have, I'm not familiar with Walmart to Walmart. Can we use PayPal? And she said, sure. She just said with PayPal, it would take a day for the funds to clear into her bank account. So the soonest she could ship the baby would be Friday. So I said, okay, well, let's do PayPal, because I know that PayPal offers the protection for consumers. Oh, she's super soft, you guys. I'm really excited. PayPal offers the consumer protection for buyers. So I went ahead and paid her via PayPal on Wednesday. And then Thursday morning, she emailed me to ask for the shipping address. And I emailed her back a couple hours later just to say, okay, oh, great. So I'm assuming that the payment cleared okay, which is good. I did pay goods and services. I did not pay friends and family, just given that she didn't have a long track record of selling on Dolphin. So I went ahead and arranged the payment. Sent her my shipping address, and then I asked her if she could send me a tracking number when the baby shipped. And then I didn't hear anything back from her on Thursday. And then Friday passes and I didn't hear anything. So now I'm like really starting to worry, and my imagination is going wild at this point. Like, oh my gosh, what if this whole thing was a scam? What if she doesn't have this baby, or she doesn't intend to send me the baby? And by the way, when we exchanged emails earlier too, she sent me a couple other pictures. One, because I did ask if the baby had any flaws, and she did mention that the back of the baby's head had some thinning, which you saw on camera. The other thing she included in her original posting on Dolphin was a link to the original eBay auction of this baby. So she's Maylee's second mommy, and so she put a link to her the original eBay auction, where I guess that seller who bought her direct from the artist was asking for $1,000 starting bid, and then a buy it now of like, I don't know, $2,500 or something. It was a much bigger number on the buy it now. So I was like, so part of me, when I was starting to panic, was like, oh my gosh, was this deal just like too good to be true? Because $300, guys, for a silicone baby is a pretty phenomenal deal. Like, you can barely, it's even hard to find sometimes a really good high quality reborn for that amount of money. That's really cheap for a good reborn as well. So all these alarm bells are going off in my head, and I posted on a different forum, just kind of asking for some advice and asking, some other ladies in the community if I should be worried that, I hadn't heard from the seller, and like hadn't heard anything about, that she had gotten my email with the shipping address, hadn't heard anything about, oh great, got the address, I'm going to ship the baby out tomorrow, I'll send you tracking number. There was just no communication. So I was just really, really panicked. Okay, so I sent her like a couple emails. I sent her like a couple messages through Dolphin. I was like hearing nothing back. Yeah, my imagination was starting to go wild. And then late Saturday night, she said, "Oh yes, the baby has shipped. I will send you a tracking number when I get back." Or sorry, that was Saturday afternoon. And then Saturday night passes, she didn't send the tracking number. Sunday passes, she didn't send the tracking number. And I was going to say, okay, well, let me give her until Monday to get me the tracking number, and then I will more officially, kind of reach out to her again. And then meanwhile, one of the really, really nice ladies on the other forum where I kind of posted asking for some advice, private messaged me. She actually had messaged the seller of Maylee originally back in, I think it was November 2015, the one who had sold her originally, to kind of mention this whole situation, shared with her the link to the posting on Dolphin, and that seller actually confirmed that the seller who had posted her, on Dolphin was the same person who bought her from her. And that just was a huge sigh of relief. So I said, okay, she said the baby is shipped. I got the communication. I still didn't have the tracking number, but at least I knew she had been shipped. And so, and definitely in terms of like the box opening and my expectations, and that could be a whole separate video. I personally fancy box openings are awesome, and it's really a lot of fun to like open up all the goodies. If you guys have not checked out Yvonne from My Little Tulips box opening of her latest baby, Tula, which is the Kai sculpt by Ping Lao, you guys absolutely have to check out that box opening. It is like crazy over the top. It is probably the most amazing box opening I've ever seen. Like just the extra goodies. And I know now that I'm painting these babies myself, I know that as a seller, it is very costly to include all of those extras. For me personally, I'm all about the doll. Like I don't have to have the fancy box opening. So with this baby being like such a bargain baby, and I know that $300 is a ridiculously good price to pay for her. I think there were a few ladies who commented, wow, that definitely seemed like kind of a too good to be true sort of a price. And just even the way like the posting was worded, like, and I think, the seller that but to her credit, she's been nothing but nice. It was just the communication could have been better. So it definitely had me worried, but I am just extremely relieved to have her home. And I'm glad that, she came as described, and I'm just so relieved that she made it. And I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit, assuming I don't knock the camera off the stand, so you can hopefully see her a little bit better. There we go. And yeah, oh, and one other thing, you guys, this face may look familiar because I believe this is actually she is the silicone version of Kamiko, who is the vinyl Asian baby sculpt that you guys can find on Bountiful Baby's website. I actually have a blank Kamiko kit in my garage, sitting in one of my many boxes somewhere. If at some point I find that, I might do a comparison video to show them side by side to see what the differences or similarities are. I'm kind of curious how the limbs compare, how the legs compare. But yeah, ever since I got my Millie, who is my one and only partial silicone, I have been wanting to collect another partial silicone. For the full body silicones, they're wonderful as well, but the partials are, they still have the softness and cuddliness of a silicone, but they're much easier to dress. Like I don't worry, like with Millie's just a lot easier to dress than Isla and Aria. The other day I posted a picture of those three girls in their Disney princess outfits. Millie was wearing Tinkerbell, Isla was wearing Snow White, and Aria was in, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank now. I think it was Cinderella. I think she's in a Cinderella dress, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my gosh, getting Isla and Aria dressed was so challenging because I think it's like kind of this whole shoulder and body area. Like there's a lot of friction with the silicone. So I was just super nervous, like trying to like, and the little princess bodysuits were not loose fitting at all. They were kind of tight. So I probably won't put those girls in those outfits again. It was just too stressful. So I've been wanting another cloth buddy silicone, just for the cuddle factor. I'm so glad to have this little girl home, and I really want more Asian babies in my collection. And this could be a whole nother discussion topic as well, but yeah, I just have a lot of Caucasian babies. I'd love more diversity. I'd love more Asian babies. I'd love to get an African American baby or Hispanic baby or other ethnic babies in my collection, just to have some diversity in the collection. And for Asian baby, given that me and my family, we're Asian, I think taking them out, it's a little bit easier to blend in. Doesn't stick out quite as much. If the baby somewhat looks like you. So anyway, I had no idea there was a silicone version of Kamiko available. So when I saw that posting, I jumped all over it. And she is really cute, you guys. I'm very happy with her. And like, even though this box opening was like not the fanciest box opening by any stretch, and I could definitely tell this little monkey Lovey is somewhat worn, and this baby probably has been fairly loved. I think if I give her a little bit of a cleaning, I think she'll spruce her up. I think she'll feel newer, and I'll probably wash some of these items as well. So I'll probably do that. And yeah, but really excited to have her home. And I was just really shocked when I heard the delivery man. And by the way, I work from home, so this is why I'm shooting this video at like 10 in the morning. I do work full time, but I work from home, which is great. But yeah, when the delivery man dropped off the package, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if that could be her, because I really wasn't expecting another package that would require like a delivery confirmation. So I kind of heard that beep, when they're kind of scanning the package to say that it's arrived. So anyhow, guys, I don't mean to ramble. I just wanted to say how thankful I am that baby Maylee is home, and I'm going to try to clean her up a bit. I'll probably change her out of this outfit, and yeah, I'm sure I'll shoot some more videos of her, and I definitely don't want to neglect Madeline, because she is obviously super brand new addition to the nursery as well. So all right, well, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to making more videos with this little one. All right, thanks. Bye.